Ow, my ears.
Fuck.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Sorry.
Fine. I just wasn't expecting it. I'm gonna go for the remainder of the time trials first. Last time we did a miles grind.
I almost said the forbidden phrase out of instinct.
Oh, again. You think?
You know what's really bad when it's been like...
It's been a couple
of months
at
this point?
I mean, it was towards the end of the Megamind month stuff.
It was in the middle of it, you're right. So...
Yeah, it was that last Ultimate Showdown video where you took like, no, this is the way you're gonna do it, and I did it.
Yeah, it's been a month and I'm still, like, trying to recover.
And you didn't even say for that long beforehand.
What do you mean? I've said it for like 7 months straight. Or something.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, it felt like he was doing it for years.
Well, I mean, when you do
it... things start kicking back again.
When you do it at the beginning of every part, it kind of just, like, it gets embedded into your brain. Because we did multiple parts. So...
True. And I cut it out of a good chunk of the videos. You're all welcome. Except for that one time where I made it 100 times worse. On purpose. It was an Ocarina of Time video.
Honestly, that might be one of my favorites because it kind of comes out of nowhere.
Like, I wanted to give a warning for it, but I couldn't because it's the beginning of the video. You don't really give me a chance.
It's like a mix of me hating it, but equally loving it.
I think my favorite part about it is that was the part with the super long Kabora Kabora.
Didn't that part also get like a good amount of views or something too? Along with it?
I mean, Ocarina of Time in general just didn't perform that well. So I wouldn't expect so. It's Ocarina, I know. Or Zelda in general, really.
It's because we suck. You know what? You suck, actually. Actually, that was mean. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me?
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. I agree.
Yeah, he's angry again. He's always angry.
When is he not? Yeah. Just fair warning to you, if it ever seems like I'm being rude in any sense of the way, which trust me, I try not to.
I think the only time that it ever kind of came close was the whole baboon comment.
Well, that was... I told you I wasn't intending on making it mean. I was just comparing it to... I think in-game it sounded like a baboon.
Yeah, that's another thing I meant to mention too. Because I was going back and playing the game, that thing sounds nothing like him. I don't even think it sounds like a baboon.
Well, no, it sounds different, like, between... Like, through your mic, coming through my headphones. It's gonna sound different. And it also depends on the range he is. Like, sometimes when I could hear it really closely...
Like, he's in the room right over right now.
Yeah, like, if I hear him, like, really close to you, it actually sounds like somebody, like, legitimately yelling. But for the most part, otherwise, it just kind of sounds like a loud noise. Otherwise, if that makes sense. And that's why I was kind of, like, comparing it, because I was like, it sounds like a loud noise out of nowhere. But you can see what I mean. At the very least, hopefully you can see what I mean by how I was like really confused on that noise happening, and then I'm like, what is going on?
That much, yes.
Like, and then you can't fault me too much for thinking it's your brother, because that's the first thing that comes to mind is a loud noise
out of nowhere.
Like, out of nowhere. So my first response is, oh, okay, well I guess his brother's just upset. But yeah, no, I never mean it in a mean way.
Oh, I know, I get it.
I feel like I have to preface that. I'm a nice guy.
He swears.
I made him go through Echo, so that's actually debatable of a statement. But
I made him go through Bubsy as the counter.
True.
Although, I still think I got him worse. And even to this day, I still stand by the fact that Echo is a totally fine game. It's just, it got brutal.
It's debatable on who got it worse. Like
yours was definitely shorter.
You got it worse in the sense of
I had to experience Welcome to the Machine and a few other levels too. It's not like Welcome to the Machine was the only bad part of the game.
Yeah, a few levels that were like hard as nails and stuff like that, as opposed to like playing Bubsy, which is a game that like functions. But it doesn't function in a way that is remotely enjoyable.
After playing Team Sonic Racing so much, it feels really wrong playing through the level like this now. Because they bring this level back.
Not the first time. I think the last part too. You were saying the same thing.
Yeah, because they widen the tracks a lot.
Why would they do that?
Because team aspect, they want you to be able to drive on the road with your teammates. They actually modified the game a lot to be team oriented.
You know what's crazy? People were like, Psh, CNK wasn't that innovative of a game. Well, look at Mario Kart 8 and now Team Sonic Racing literally have features that CNK had first. Suddenly it's starting to look like an innovative game now, huh?
First off, I don't want to acknowledge CNK as an innovative game, and you can't make me.
Isn't it hilarious though how like people apparently when reviews came out at the time like it's not that innovative, you know, it's a retread. Which,
I heard it all the time back then.
But it's hilarious when you consider nowadays there are so many games, kart racers that CNK actually did. Or not, I don't know about first, but they were doing it. I know we've talked about anti-gravity and like how this game kind of has it, and then what's it called?
Pretty sure Transformed has it. Team Sonic Racing definitely has it.
Yeah, and then like we talked about that, right? And the thing is, like Mario Kart 8, you could be like, oh well, they just gained inspiration or whatever from what's it called? Like F-Zero or something like that. So that's like a pure anti-gravity, right?
Mm-hmm.
My counter argument to that is, while that could be semi, it plays more like CNK. You know what I mean? Like it plays more like CNK in the sense of.
Kind of. Like your microphone's cutting out a lot.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've not really been saying a whole lot because I can at least make out what you're saying, but it's getting bad.
Sorry guys, I'm playing CNK.
Yeah, it's his computer processing. It's awful. This is what it's like for me whenever he's playing CNK on those parts. I have to decipher half what he's saying.
Well, you know what? For this part only, let's allow it to happen.
I mean, CNK is not going to go on for that much longer anyway. 3 parts a week.
Yep. Is that too much?
I mean, technically, you was playing through the game on the last part too, the grinding one, but nobody cared because that was a grinding video.
Yeah, that one I'm not counting because nobody cares. No one's gonna care about that.
Like that part hasn't gone up yet, so for all I know, it's actually gonna do really well. I don't expect it to do well. I
do because all of the.
I mean, it'll do decent. I think it'll probably still get like 10 views, but.
Hey, by our
I know by our standards, that's really good.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna trash talk 10 views, especially because the LP that replaced it's probably gonna be lucky to get 2.
Which sucks because Psychonauts is the milk name. I know that's one really specific thing to harp on, but
that's still my wallpaper.
Honestly, I don't know what's better, having the actual screenshot or having M's art, because M's art is pretty.
That was really good.
S. It's pretty S tier. Assuming you understood anything I said.
I heard you talking about M's arts, and I was able to piece the rest together.
Debatably, that's the one that I would want as my wallpaper, for sure.
But I have the subtitles with the actual art from the game.
Sure. I mean, you could just edit them onto his art.
That's too much work.
What if I did it for you?
No, you wouldn't.
The art, it might be pretty easy, actually. I might do it. If you would use it, I would do it.
Is it bad? I would actually consider it.
I feel like this part needs to have subtitles just so everyone can understand what I'm saying.
Too much work.
I'll do the subtitles.
No, you won't. You have to render the video in 4K.
Oh, Jesus, never mind. Hold on.
Because thanks, YouTube. The bitrate looks like garbage if I upload it anything less.
Oh, I'm being yelled at now.
Oh, well, okay, guess I'm on my own for a minute. Whatever, it's just time trials. We only got 2 of these left, so it won't be too bad. close to the finish line. Like, I've been playing a lot of TSR, and the other stages are starting to kind of fade from memory a bit. It's not a huge issue, at least for this game, because we're getting close to the end, and after this, we've just got the milestones, which 90% of it's just going to be the grind. At least I expect it to be the grind. Like, we already did one grind, and that was what got us up to the silver. This is the silver license. I'm thinking by the time we get through the other milestones, we might be 570,000 miles. I want to say 550, but that seems a little low. I think we only got one left. Yeah. Well, okay. I guess if I had to have one level to be the final one, I don't mind it being a Jet Set Radio stage. That wasn't intentional, by the way. It's just how it happened. I was going from the left side to the right. I'm running out of conversation topics already. So, how's all your days been? I've been insomniac today. Was talking about that during the rechain of videos memory that I'm sure all of you are going to watch, because it's literally just a Riku grind. So of course, if you thought the Miles grind video was boring, oh wow. It's hard on us. Okay, that's it. That's it. End time trial. Clockwork. I see it. Clockwork. And Ghostmaster. Anything else? It should just be those two. Oh, okay. Well, I already got Shadow Dancing, so I can just mark both of those done. Yeah, okay. Exit the menu. Alright, so there's a few one-off things. I didn't even realize I could see the ghost like that. Okay, well, whatever. Single race. I guess now might be as good a time as any to start going for some of the one-offs. Because I have to do them anyway, so these ones might kind of take a while, because not only do I have to play as Amy, but I have to have Sonic as a competitor. That one's I might have to respawn a few times. Okay, good. Sonic's here. Okay, nope. I almost fell for it. I can't do two. That whale was so slow. Wait, what am I doing? I learned this before. La-di-la-di-la, la-la-la. I'm really good at video games. He's gonna be so confused if he walks and sees me doing this. Okay, that's good enough. They've got to be long gone by now. Who cares about the fist? I thought I was gonna punch myself at first. Item kept Sonic's in the last place, perfect. But he already got the All-Star.
Had to watch my niece for a second, and we were having a blast.
Oh, alright.
But I'm back. And probably not as understandable.
You're about the same.
I can make it worse. Oh,
no. So what are you doing right now anyway? Are you doing Velo Ghost, Relics?
CNK to practice for Relics.
Okay.
Should have just asked for your memory card in theory, but whatever.
Probably should have, because I already have Hyperspace Way.
Fuck it, I'm practicing ghosts.
What? Oh, hello, it's Okay, to be fair, that was my fault. I was slowing down in the middle of a ramp. It would have been weirder if it didn't freak out. I just didn't know that was a mechanic.
I don't think that was supposed to happen.
I feel like maybe it was. Like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But...
Man, you give this game the benefit of the doubt more than me.
Oh. I think I miss Sonic.
Look here. I don't... After Velo Ghosts and playing enough CNK, do you think I trust any sort of thing relating to anti-gravitory?
You know, the best part is, like, you were telling me the day after you did that race, too. Like, you were thinking I was overreacting about the anti-gravity being garbage in that game. He was like, I don't see it. I don't think it's that bad. And now you're like, this is awful.
Hyperspaceway is the reason that, or it's what showed me why the anti-grav, like, doesn't fucking work. By the way, have you gone through his Velo Ghost? Just curious.
Are you kidding? I can't even beat Entropy.
You can't! Oh, no!
But to be fair, I only tried, like, once. I wasn't
I
wasn't that...
I don't know if you were actively trying and you were just struggling. I was like, oh no.
Don't worry, I got a foolproof strategy.
Don't play the game.
Oh, I meant for the race here, but okay.
You want another foolproof strategy? Don't play the game.
You can't lose
for
if
any
you
game.
don't play.
That means inherently you're the winner.
Yeah.
Courtesy of me.
But, okay, I jumped the castle.
Hi, my name is Bevo. I'm a cheater. Does anybody cheat in that game?
I don't think so. It's not like Oxide cheating. I almost said Velo cheating.
He has his own way of cheating. I'm almost fairly certain that they are not true staff times. They're like half staff times. And then they were like, what if we just speed up our card a little bit? You know what I mean?
I wouldn't even doubt it. Like, I'm pretty confident that the entropy times are legitimate. But
the entropy times make sense, but it's like some of, at least the hyperspaceway velo time, that's when I'm starting to question.
That's when you're questioning reality as you know it?
Yeah, I start having an existential crisis when I race speed in hyperspaceway. Not even just his ghost, just him, period. Which is
there,
funny
got
because...
it. Feel the magic.
Aw, I'd mark it off, but I can't.
I'll mark it off once I'm done with the race.
Usually I'm pretty good with marking stuff off, but...
Yeah, I already marked the other 2 time trial things, because I finished all the time trials.
Oh, you did? Nice.
Well, yeah, remember we bought all the stages at the end of the last part, because we had all the miles we could ever want.
It's Sonic as you truly imagine.
With Alex Kidd and the Bonanza Brothers.
Quote? What was the original quote? Was it it's classic Sonic as you truly imagined it? Like, what was the original?
Sonic 4 as you truly imagined it.
Oh, it's Sonic 4 as you
yeah.
truly... Okay. I was like, it was either classic Sonic as you truly imagined it, or it was Sonic as you truly imagined it, or it was Sonic.
Because, yeah, it was a Sonic 4 ad.
Which is really hilarious in hindsight.
Because it was Sonic 4, and it's literally how nobody imagined it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected the physics to not work. Or rather, there to be no physics. It's not that they don't work. It's more of there's a lack thereof. Am I gonna be...
No, like Crash Nitro Kart is the game where they have physics and they just don't work.
I don't remember Nitro Kart when it came out, but how was the anti-gravity, like, in terms of marketing? Was it a big thing?
I don't actually remember it because I didn't buy the game at launch. I got it like 2006, 2007.
Was there any game... I think Mario Kart 8 really harped on their anti-gravity.
I was not a Nintendo fan back then, so I wouldn't know.
Which is crazy, because you did have a Wii U.
No, I didn't.
Surprised you
not
were
in
like...
2013. At least I think that's when the game came out.
About to say, I was like, I would expect you to be yearning for games at that point.
Oh, I'm still
crazy. You know what I find really crazy about you?
What?
Like, you've turned from an Xbox, like pure Xbox fanboy, as far as I'm aware, to like
I was never an Xbox fanboy.
Well, I mean, you've gone from being the person that you would always you had an Xbox and never got like a PlayStation console outside of like the PS1.
That's because they cost way too much expensive. The PS3 was an arm and a leg. Alright, what else do I need?
I think I just beat the Velo Ghost first try. Oh my gosh.
For which stage?
Hyperspaceway.
No, not Lava Layer.
Lava Layer, the best level. Go, 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 go. Dude.
Fine. But next time I'm doing Final Fortress.
Ah! Hey, FF. You know
Which, don't worry, those stages did in fact come back for TSR.
Well, I know I'm not ever getting that game.
The glorious 4K.
That's even worse. Thank you. I hate it.
Are they even here? They're not. Gotta leave the stage and reload.
Did somebody say Velo?
I said reload. Basically
Velo?
the same thing.
Velo Schmilo?
Because, yeah, I need a specific opponent. I think I need the Virtua Fighter guys for this.
You know, it might be bad that I'm still talking about CNK in Sonic and Sega, but on the bright side, at least they're both kart racing games.
Okay, no, they're here this time. It's the red card up there.
Right?
I mean, I hardly talked about TSR when you were playing the Kingdom Hearts game. It's doable.
What's a Kingdom Heart?
He's blocking it out of his memory.
I like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
And nothing else.
Somebody said there was something else?
Like, there was another game? Besides 1 and 2?
When did that come out?
It's called Union Cross. It's amazing. You should play it to the end. Okay, but this must be the All-Star.
It's like...
Shut up, announcer! Why is he such a jerk? Like, I love it, but I hate it. Come on, you can go ahead a little bit. Alright. Oh, got it. Working man. But, you know, I'm really happy I actually missed big.
Why won't you answer?
Because I can't hear you.
I said, what's that one?
Working man?
Yeah.
It's down at the bottom. It's using Rio's All-Star on the Virtua Fighter guys.
Can we ignore the big one and never do it?
I would love to, but I think I have to.
Can we save it for the absolute last thing we do in this game?
No. How about I do in the middle of one of the grinding parts so literally no one will care?
Including me! Sounds good to me. Anybody asks, we'll just say, yeah, we did it. Just...
It's in the middle of one of the parts that you're not going to watch. Which, funny enough, is probably going to end up being the next part at the rate we're going.
Watch as it ends up being, like, the most watched part.
Which would be especially hilarious, because at that point it's going to be like 2 weeks after TSR came out, and I feel like the hype train that we ran off for this game will have run its course by then. Which, funny enough, that wasn't even entirely intended. It's just how it sort of worked. I think Megamind Month kind of helped us in that regard.
Thanks, Megamind Month. Further proof that Megamind Month is the greatest thing we've ever done.
Yes. It will remain so for an indefinite amount of time.
Convince me otherwise.
Why is Alex Kidd sticking so close to me? Go away, Alex Kidd!
The heck is Alex Kidd?
That thing.
I've never heard of it.
It's for the best.
It's funny because I don't think anybody ever liked Alex Kidd.
Why do you think they replaced him? No, really, that's actually the reason Sega gave, that nobody liked him.
I know. And then Sonic was their second chance, and it worked.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sonic. You gave us a less shitty person to deal with. I feel like
would you rather have Alex Kidd? Alex Kidd says?
No, but I'm just saying. I feel like I would be objectively wrong if I was to say Sonic is a great mascot.
Seems like
I
the wrong
think Mario
video to say
might be the only person who fits being a great mascot.
No. Mario's playing this all hell.
Mario, your mom. Next. You're all project. I'll be here till tomorrow. But after tomorrow, I'm no longer here.
Mark down Ryu and Amy, because I didn't do that.
After tomorrow, I'm dead.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I probably shouldn't say. I feel like I shouldn't say that because imagine if something actually just happens to me. How do I explain it from that point on? No, I have to save that for next one. So which trial are you going for next?
I'm gonna go for the Chariot, which means I'm gonna have to play through a lot of one of these train mansion stages. Outer Forest is probably the best one for it. I forgot to change my character again.
What do you have to do?
Gotta switch to the Korean mansion characters and kill off a bunch of the zombies. 100 specifically.
It's funny because House of the Dead doesn't even look anything like how it looks like in this game. Like aesthetically, or the characters don't look aesthetically like House of the Dead. It's really jarring.
I guess you can take that up with the Sonic and Sega tennis game that they made before this, which yes, they did that if you don't remember.
That one time they made a tennis game called Mario Tennis, I think.
We don't talk about Ultra Smash. I've never even bought that game or played any of it. It's just I know we don't talk about it.
What's that? Color Splash?
I mean, I think people would rather us talk like that than
Dang it, me and my selective hearing. I'm like an old man. What's that? Did somebody say barnacle?
Did somebody say 13?
Ah! Back in my day, that was a cursed number.
Now it's even more cursed.
Seriously, that number is just progressively worse. As days goes on, it becomes the worst number.
Did someone say days? Like 358 over 2 days?
Oh no! Every day things are getting worse.
Every day we stray further and further from the good towards light.
A 13 a day keeps the doctor away. And by doctor, I mean like mental psychiatrist doctor.
That we clearly need.
Blink twice if you need help.
Did you just have an eyelash seizure too?
I did!
Like, send help!
Huh, what a coincidence that when they say blink twice if you need help, we suddenly had to blink more than twice. Huh, this is just a crazy coincidence. Hey, how are you doing today?
Tuesday! Oh, it actually is Tuesday.
Actually, it is Tuesday as we're recording. You know what day is on Tuesday? Day 130.
What if it actually is? Nobody's getting an all-star this race. Like, it would be one thing if it's just I'm unlucky, but nobody's getting it. Oh, right as I say that.
It'd be one thing if I was unlucky. We don't have it. Like, that is we yearn for this thing. I don't know what the fuck. Do you know what the truck is? Do you know what a truck is?
A truck?
Truck? You know what rhymes with truck? You know where I'm going with this one.
Sovio and Zokiel.
What? That doesn't rhyme with truck at all. As a matter of fact, that's not even remotely close.
I'm just reading off what I have to type for the All-Stars, and because I did.
That's not even remotely close.
Oh no, you don't, Alex Kidd. Don't dare get out up there
Alex
first.
Kidd, nobody actually liked you.
You are here because you are a part of Sega's legacy, and that is it. Although, what's the excuse for these two? Because I don't think they were ever in House of the Dead.
I guess House of the Dead itself.
Unless this is some weird Japan-only arcade game or something.
No way, Sega, yeah. Sega owns like a huge fuck.
Exactly, that's why I said it. It's like, it's a decent chance.
Yeah. I know Konami is also
Konami.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, they hold a huge market, though, in the arcade game department. If you didn't know that.
More like I willfully choose to ignore it.
Selective seeing.
I just oh. Right.
What?
I just remembered a few parts ago I turned off the hazards so that I could get more Sega Miles, because apparently that adds to your Sega Miles counter.
Makes
The
no sense.
zombies probably count as hazards. Because I've been wondering why I couldn't find any.
Are they in your way?
They should be, yeah.
Then yes, I think that would be a hazard.
That would explain why they're not here. Okay, but, well, I'm gonna finish this race and then...
Yeah, he needs the miles.
I
Literally.
do!
Yeah.
Like, you think I'm gonna quit midway through?
Not the miles currency, he needs the other miles.
I mean, I do need the miles currency.
What, you do?
Well, I mean, I don't need to buy anything, but it's the same miles.
Oh. I thought they were completely different.
Nah, it's the same thing. It's just a situation where they want you to grind up way higher. The game is clearly intended for you to play this online, but the PC version doesn't have online, and frankly, even if it did, this game came out in 2010.
I was gonna say, does it even work? Like, do you even get?
Nope, they gutted the online from the PC version. I mentioned before how the PC version was completely trashed because Sega was afraid of pirates.
Well, I mean, even if it wasn't gutted and actually was there, would you get miles?
Yes. I can confirm that because I also have the Xbox 360 version. I played a lot of that back in the day.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to, like, that's what I was curious about. I wasn't sure. Why do they call this Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing?
You cut off. I couldn't hear a word you said.
Why do they call it Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing? There is no racing.
I still couldn't hear you. You cut off in the same spot.
Why do they call it Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing? There's no racing.
You keep cutting off.
Why do they call it Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing?
I think I can put it together at this point, but
there's no racing.
Okay, there, it came in that time. Excuse me, there's plenty of racing. It's just I'm always in first place.
I fucking love that it cut me off
So many times in the same
times.
spots.
the exact same location. Couldn't ask for a better cutoff point. Why do they call it Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing if Alex Kidd is in the game and he's definitely not an All-Star?
I mean, a lot of these don't count as All-Stars. Bonanza Brothers. Honestly,
Bonanza
they probably
Brothers is
wouldn't really count it
officially
back
an
then either.
All-Star in my heart. For being absolutely ridiculous.
Are they still not here? I'm in first place. I know for a fact there's supposed to be some wandering in that hallway. Okay,
Just
something's
beat
up.
another Velo Ghost.
Well, I'll figure that out in the next part. This part's getting close to 40 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm sure. Yeah, you're sure. I'm sure.
Like, I wouldn't mind a longer part going on for the next one because those are the ones that get to render over the weekend. But,
Also, that's the one that is slated to be another grind. Because you want to get it out of the way, I think.
yeah. Unfortunately, they kind of all have to be grinds at this point, though. What I might end up doing around this point is I might flip out Sonic Sega and Sly for the upload schedule, though. Because
Fair
I'm
enough.
at a point where I need to start grinding for Miles, which means I need longer videos.
Woo!
And Sly's almost done anyway, so it really just means that it's going to be Psychonauts. Because whichever one of these finishes first is going to be Psychonauts.
The next game is Psychonauts?
I know I've said that before, and then... No, honestly, no, it's still going to be Psychonauts for the other one. I'm just going to have it be 3 week.
He's gonna have two Psychonauts at the same time, guys.
Yes, I'm going to LP the game twice at once. I wonder which one I'm going to finish first. I'm excited.
It's crazy. Crazy Taxi!
It actually kind of sounds like something you would do on this channel. You just have two different versions of Majora's Mask. Like, which one am I going to finish first, guys?
One of them is a 3-heart run, and the other one's a 100% run.
Yes. The 3-heart randomizer.
Ah!
Have fun.
Okay, that was the game. Sorry, I'm in the stage with the screaming monkey. Every time. It gets me every time. Wow, it's your team. Get it? God, did the zombies appear?
No, they still weren't there. Are they just not in this course? Maybe they only show up at Grand Prix. I don't know.
Maybe they just stopped existing.
Because I know they're in this stage.
Try another one.
You know, fine. I'll give it one more shot. Check the options first, though. Just being sure. They turned off again. Okay, well that explains it.
Interesting. Or maybe you...
You know, they're
some-
definitely on this time.
I was gonna say, maybe for some reason you accidentally forgot to...
Maybe I did. That would explain it at least. What's one more race? It's one race I don't have to do later.
It's actually really good. Theoretically. Hypothetically.
Mm-hmm.
Spatabetic. Flackaflackafleet.
Turtles with guns.
I still... You know, I have to tell you something. I am still absolutely baffled. I know your spelling mistake, I think it was yesterday.
Okay,
was
yes, they're
pretty
here now.
bad. I know your spelling mistake yesterday was pretty bad. Holy shit, mine is like, how? Did I actually have a stroke?
Yes. And?
It's funny because that entire time I could not. So maybe I kind of was, I don't know. I just thought that one was the worst, like, because I was genuinely confused because none of the letters were remotely close to where they were on the keyboard.
Like, at least mine were close. Like, it's pretty
Yeah,
obvious
I
to me that I
figured out
just...
which
My
word
hand
you
shifted
tried
over
to say.
somehow.
Yeah, for you, I just had to figure out what the fuck. That was actually you said that your hands were in the wrong spot. And I was like, your hand was slightly off. I was like, understandable? Was it indubitably? Like, what was it?
Unprecedented. It was unprecedented.
It's unprecedented for you to say a word like that.
Shut up! I'm trying!
I was trying to expand his vocab.
It's a really hard word.
Yeah, it's so hard that he fucking spelled it in a very incoherent way.
Shut up!
Shame
I'm
the
not giving
dictionary
you crap for your spelling.
There's nobody. Honestly, at least it's gonna be like a holy grail when that thing is.
You know, assuming we ever reach 400 subs.
Yeah, exactly. If we ever get
That's
to,
our 400 sub special, is we're gonna release our dictionary.
which is all of our like
The
crazy
spellings that we've collected over the years.
Yeah. I don't know who has it worse. Who's had the worst misspells.
You definitely started off as worse, but I feel like I've caught up. So,
The hedgehog one, I'm still never gonna understand.
Hedyog or whatever. No, it was worse than that. It was Getty.
Yeah, it's like Getyog or something really
Also,
weird.
never remember the classic Greenberg.
Yeah, I think that's what started it all, right?
Yeah, that one was one of mine. I don't know how it did that one.
You didn't fail it just once too. Like you like when you first did that misspelling, that was like the
Yeah, it
first
happened
time.
2 or 3 times, and then after that I started doing it on purpose.
Yeah. And then at that point it just came like in joke between us. Woo! Wahoo!
I want to see if it shows me my progress for
I wish.
this.
I wish. Hedgehog. Could you imagine that?
No, it
That'd be the
doesn't.
weirdest fucking combination in the world.
You cut out, so now I can't imagine it.
I said, I wish Clancy Brown would be the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, that would be a very strange combination.
How do you think that conversation would even go to, like, the higher-ups at Sega? Like, we need a new voice actor for Sonic. I have the perfect voice actor.
Mr. Krabs, we need you. Alright, so get Siri ready.
Alright. Turkey, heads, not Switzerland, I think we already did that recently. I know we've done this. Go to the next page. Tails, Canada. I know we've gotten this before, but it's at the point where I stopped
Yeah.
caring. Siri, flip a coin. Will it actually work this time?
Of course not.
Heads.
Oh, the Turkish.
We are Turkish, I think, again. Pretty sure we've had Turkey.
I got 30,000 miles this part, which considering I wasn't trying to grind, that's not terrible.
Pretty good. I
Yeah.
think. I don't know what good is in this standards, but I'm going to assume that's fairly.
I mean, we started with 501, 502,000. So we got 30,000.
Right?
Yep, 750 for the gold.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll see you guys, I guess, in the next part then when we do probably more grinding, like official grind.
Yep, and I'll go for the Cherry and Cat Mania ones. I probably won't go for any of the other All-Stars just yet.
Please save the big one for last, or in one of our really long grinding parts.
I'll just throw it in the middle of the next grind video. No one's gonna watch it.
Good.
No one's
That
gonna
means
watch
they
it at
don't-
that point, at least.
That means you don't have to watch the suffering, or at least we have to remember to tell people to avert their eyes.
Avert your eyes! I am going to sin!
All right, we'll
See you all
guys
next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.